Dire team ban.
Ай-яй-яй-яй-яй, что сейчас произошло?
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Legion Commander.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Storm
Choose
Spirit.
your hero.
Do it.
What did you expect? What did you expect?
Prepare for battle.
Huzzah!
Whoops! I almost feel bad.
Well, we are ready for this one, and this is gonna be a killer because after you see that last pick from Gambit, Lorenov, Storm Spirit, this
at my
match,
hands
we have
is
seen
among
Tikov, this
30
guy, pull up over 55 KDA series with a Storm Spirit. Not once, not twice, but maybe more than 3 times in official games. Give it to me, give it to me, give it to me, give it to me.
哎，队友呢？队友嘞？哎，队友呢？队友呢？队友呢？
Ай-яй-яй-яй-яй, что сейчас произошло?
The battle begins.
Let's see if he can. There's some scary things up against. If you can look about the Spider Pigzs lineup, the risk of a double lasso is out there. The RP, Grimstroke and Magnus overall, they synchronize really well. You've got the Batrider who can pull off a lot of vision, a lot of aggressive plays. You've got LC who loves to go in. You've got Spectre who comes in with Haunt. He's right in your face. And for Gambit, well, you've got one really good hero. Talk about the Storm Spirit. You've got some teamfight combo. You have your late game security for PA. If you want to go early game or mid game, you've got your damage output too. So I'm sure this is a hell of a game. I hope it is, now that I say it, because these two teams have been giving it.
They have it. They're two very close teams. I think both of them will happily have a strong contest in the upper bracket final when if whoever wins the series. But for me, the draft I need to talk about this is simply for Spider Pigzs. They have Batrider, and he is the key piece of the puzzle. Because when you think about that early damage that a lineup has, Mag 5 doesn't really provide, a Legion or Flame doesn't really provide. So, yeah, you can secure on the sound, that's kind of cute, but there's this real lack of Spider Pigzs entry to the game where if Noob does get shut down from Lorenov in mid lane, let's say he somehow gets a cheeky kill with this static remnant when Noob goes aggressive, then suddenly Spider Pigzs they have no one to make any plays. So for me, this mid lane is critical. Can Lorenov outperform the Storm v Bat matchup? And if he does, then suddenly Spider Pigzs, it's a waiting game for them and their lineup.
Waiting game indeed. Another skewer comes out. See damage onto X's Vampires.
2 for 2.
As mentioned.
Ай-яй-яй-яй, что сейчас произошло?
LeBron has never missed a skewer in this game so far. Never seen it before.
See how long he can keep that up. Gotta keep up those calculations. Tier 3 at some point. What about our mid matchup? So we've already talked about the Storm Spirit. Let's talk about the Batrider for Noob. What are his advantages here against the Storm lineup? Does he have any advantages?
The key thing here is Storm naturally likes to play inside the wave, pushing out with Static Remnant. Against Batrider, you can't really do that due to the Napalm spam. Batrider, when he wants to go aggressive, there is outplay potential for Storm, with the Vortex, with that slow from the Remnant as well, and being quite annoying. And by that time, I mean the overload, so for the slow. But the idea that Storm can maybe make a defensive play, but this is very much Bat just farming up and Bat looking for the pressure. Obviously pre-6 as well, if he puts a point of Flame Break, this easily could be a dead storm. So we have to keep our eyes out for if Nuke can get the ball rolling on this.
Also have to inform that Magnus 2 out of 3 skewers. He did a half a meter skewer because Rubik, X's Vampire, lifted him at the same time he skewered, so you hear the sound, but he didn't move anywhere.
Imagine being the first pro player to only ever skewer connecting on enemy heroes. Like, to never skewer for positioning or defensively. Now that is a Chad mag.
Imagine if you had a guided skewer that you could move while it's going. Kind of like Hango ulti in a sense, you know.
Yeah,
like
okay.
you can move it around, like maybe a bit too creative. I don't know. Mitch going down though, first blood in bottom. That is the decay onto a strength hero. It hurts. It hurts.
Yeah. So Gambit, they have these lanes which are very hard to kill. I think you have this tied off lane Inspector, very good, and you have a PA. Naturally is a very defensive carry, and when you pair that with this Undying, it's just going to be kind of farm time for Gambit, and it just bodes well. When I mentioned the lack of damage from Spider Pigzs lineup, we haven't mentioned the kind of stability of Gambit's lineup, where they exist happily in laning phase, and PA naturally as a hero, she needs time to come online. Storm needs time to come online. So we are going to see these two lineups potentially just AFK hit creeps for quite some time, and then at 20 minutes the big fights will break out, or maybe earlier, knowing Spider Pigzs.
Aina drops a tombstone down in bottom as well to ensure a farm. Cure those last hits so that DNZ doesn't intervene. Also pushes up this PH 17 CS. Mitch only has 10, so PA off to an alright start. Lorenov also almost level 6, same thing with Noob. And there's the action rune contest at the river. Problem is it's on the top side, it's a DD rune. Nexus Vampire is there to spot it. Aina TP's all the way back home after that little brawl.
That was really good though from Gambit, identifying the fact that Storm will have a pretty troublesome time mid. CS isn't really reflecting that, but the idea of how the lane's going, they both bring support, secure that rune, and it doesn't give Noob that platform to have a power spike within the lane.
Only one kill inside the first 4 minutes of action. Bit more about how much these two teams talking about game 3 sense. We had the same yesterday as we had Mud Golems versus X and IP. It was very calm. It was very cautious. And very observant. All right, so we do get it. But Noob is in the tower now. One more hit. Does he have the damage for it? 45 HP? No, not going to be enough.
Panda, you know what this means? He's already done worse than the closed qualifiers. I mentioned this 51-0. I mean, he's now already done worse than that, so...
You did check the death statistics as well? Because I remember him having 1 death in the other game and having 0 in one. Okay, alright.
He is human after all.
He is. If he dies a second time, then for sure 100% he's doing worse than the close qualifier. So we'll let this one slide between our fingers. We'll see what happens in the next one. But Bat, very happy to pick off that first kill. TP boots, first item choice, 1400 gold short.
Yeah, this is where Spider Pigzs, they'll be looking to play around the fact that they have good setup in the side lanes. When you get that eventual 6 on your supports, you have that RP, and then Bat TP's in. You have dual Bat TP's in. Even pair that with the stun from Brimstone.
Scanning.
Yep. Aina, can he get Mitch? Nice. Works like clockwork. DNZ getting slowed up. Another dagger up in 2 seconds, but is it needed? It is needed. Needs to use the stick charges to get the mana. The double kill for Xani. Meanwhile,
Killed you with that.
Nexus Vampire picked up in. Okay, Noob spots some stacks as well while he gets this kill. So
Firefly
double money. Oh yeah, true.
It's going to be a very awkward flame break farm. He's going to flame break it. When you got 3 napalm then becoming 5, he's like, I guess I should probably farm this. He's going to wait for his Firefly.
Wait for it.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Break. Burn, baby, burn.
Go on.
It only burns for like 1 second. Well, 2 to be exact. At least he leaves a weakened count. Meanwhile on bottom, turnaround, it's well stuck, on comes through as well. Okay, commitment onto this PA kill might go through, it will. Thug will get it, and I'm on the run.
And the key thing there is the Spectre is level 6 because Magnus has played away from the lane. He's enabled his Spectre to have early levels, and you can offset the lack of damage your team has, but just by having a level advantage. And, yeah, Spider Pig's utilising that really well to give Fug some entry into the game, especially killing the opponent carry.
Yeah, getting the kill and then being still able to teleport straight back to top for free farm, basically, as the Tidehunter can't contest them anymore, really. You don't want to fight him. You don't want him to fight you. He's got a Morbid Mask picked up 2 minutes ago, so he's going to be very self-sustainable from now on. Lorenov and Nexus Vampire, though, they're up to no good. We've got a smoke coming up towards the top lane, and the Spectre, as soon as he reveals himself, might be in for some
Dire's top tower
some
is under
hurt.
attack.
Nexus Vampire, smoke pops. He doesn't exactly see where, but he has a thought. He has a thought, and the range creep reveals him, and Thug, that should give you the warning sign. He doesn't have a TP, he doesn't have Haunt, so is he going to escape? With the jump, the Ravage will come connecting as well, and that should be it. So, no, it's LeBron, MVP with the skewer,
Dire's top tower
and
is under
he saves
attack.
Star's life. And there's the voice line spam.
Yeah, unfortunately, just not enough damage. And the
Dire
worst thing
are
here is, of
scared.
course, you'd say, haha, wasted Ravage, Spectre lives,
Dire's
but look at the
top tower
Storm.
is under
He's having a
attack.
clarity up. He does luckily get the bot active rune, but Storm is a hero that is so mana intensive. If you go for a gank and don't achieve it, not only do you miss the
Dire's
kill,
top
but
tower
you
is
basically
under
miss like 2 or
attack.
3 jungle camps without mana that you use.
Radiant's
So now
bottom
this is going to be a
tower
very
is under
starved
attack.
Storm's for it. Potentially
Dire's
maybe
top
ganking
tower
one
is
of
under
this haste.
attack.
Nice purge from LC onto the Batrider, but Noob also turns around at the same time, and here comes the hasted Storm Spirit. He's running like a very jolly boy, and then we go to Mitch. LC is down. BNZ 290 versus 550 movement speed. What you gonna do? Upping swell. Well, I'm just gonna outrun so you don't stun me. And that's a double kill. Xani gets both of them, so even if Lorenov doesn't get the kills, he gets some assists, gets a bit of assist goal for himself, and PA one bit closer to a potential Battle Fury.
Yeah, the early laning presence from Gambit is giving them a 2 to 3k lead right now, but the value of having this the rune wards from Radiant allows for the Storm Spirit to, after a failed gank top, instantly TP's get a haste, and if it was any other rune, Spider Pig survived bot, they're applying pressure, but because it is that haste rune, Lorenov is able to capitalize on that and then turn 2 kills, so what could have easily been a Storm jungling but very upset after a failed gank then became a really good rotation. So yeah, just great vision from Gambit, allowing themselves to kind of just maximize where the Storm is playing on the map. And also a very lucky haste rune.
Yeah, also lucky with that, but things might change soon. 200 gold, we're going to have TP boots up on the Batrider, and potentially a more activated Spider Pigs at that point, maybe looking for some kills if they can. Battling for this bounty room, at least. Mitch taking a pummeling from Xani and Aina. Can't run from this Undying, and then the dagger slows, and Nexus Vampire, cheeky breaky with that little fade ball into the face, takes the kill steal for himself.
The Gambit's supports are so high level. Level 6 on Rubik and Undying. They've been just taking part in these early fights with 6 kills going inside of Gambit. Like, that's the only reason the Legion dies there is because of that flesh golem on the Undying. And look at him just automatically punch mid. Little punch there.
Nexus Vampire, here comes Lorenov as well. 4 heroes on top of 1.
Huzzah!
By BNZ.
The Gambit are just really punishing Spider Pigs right now. I mentioned the idea that it's literally the Batrider being the world for Spider Pigs in the early portion of this game. And it just feels to be that case. Like, who is actually providing any of this damage? We think about the meta right now and how teams are playing. After laning phase, you want to collapse down the map, you want to play as 5, pressure the early towers. And how can Spider Pigs do that? Support Grim, support Mag, offlane Legion. There really isn't that kind of robust presence in these engagements. Other than a pick-off.
100 HP. Thug is there.
Great pick
now to the ends of the earth, and Noob will burn him alive. Ravage is available. 1-2 connections. The Batrider will be hit as well, but very slow on movement speed, and eventually pays the ultimate price. But it's a 1-for-1 trade. PA, second death. Batrider, first death of the game.
And this is the play that Spider Pigs can make. Pretty much the only play they have is when Spectre has Horn, you pair that with that Batrider initiation and you try and go for a pick-off. They thankfully were able to find Kasani with this version of it, but they now are on the back foot. They need to kind of sit back and hit some creeps. And when you have a Tidehunter about to complete lads, the PA is 1400 gold away from Battle Fury. I don't want to sound too negative, but I'm concerned about Spider Pigs and what they can really bring to the game other than farming. Like, if they happily can farm and keep the map open,
I'm
then
scanning.
this will be a really good time for them. But right now, it's looking very much Gambit.
The last time we got to watch a PA versus Spectre, when PA picked up the Rapier, they turned the game around against the Spectre. But that wasn't enough for the Spectre even actually stealing the Rapier once. It wasn't enough for the Spectre team to win the game. The PA...
Hold up, we got a smoke though, Panda. Spider Pigs going aggressive once more. They don't have form, but they're going to give it a jolly good go. And this is the aggression, honestly. This could be game winning or game losing.
T-Gov play-by-play.
Oh, mate, I've got you right. Smoke already break
All
from
right,
Mitch running after the Tidehunter. He's got literally nothing because they have no stuns. There you go, mate. That's my play-by-play for you.
Nicely done there. And LeBron actually, well, if only he had 60 more HP to pick up an RP. If only.
Or another 2,000 gold so he can blink.
Yeah. DNT also has that soulbind available, but needs 2 heroes for it to get that lasso connecting onto Noob on the low ground. Can we go for it? The lasso will be used onto Aina. Undying being the target. Mitch as well. And there we go. They find a quick tech off. Also Tuck being lifted up into the air. LeBron, he's finally got that RP. He will get to use it, and he will land onto the Rubik, and Rubik will be punished. That's actually a buyback coming from Aina. Loreno gets one quick kill at the back line. It's going to be DNC falling. Malik, I want this cap. I want to get some regen out of it. He wants to anchor smash with the Vlads, keeping himself alive. So nice. He's 1 farming, 2 he's sustaining, and 4 he's away. So that's a big brain play right there. Now they get the chance to go in, and the fight breaks loose once again. Loreno for the punt. There's also the skewer from LeBron pushing Malik away. Mitch is over 1 HP. And the RP comes out, and Spectre in trouble, and Thug falls down. Item with a buyback, gets himself a kill. Loreno tries to TP home. He will. He's out. Malik also has one, but he's going to bully Mitch all the way to the end. Aina dieback on the Undying. Still chasing onto LC. 1 versus 4. He's going to go back to the ancient camp. Is he? Get back to farming. Back to the ancient camp. Back to farming. Kill the bug. Start using some of that anchor smash. Mitch. Oh, very low to dying there. Close one. Malik still alive. 8 stick charges remaining as well. Regen a little bit more. Gets stunned up by the ink slow. No purge. Duel into the face of the Tidehunter, and he's finally taken down.
Damn, they just don't do anything, do they? But this was Gambit just showing the weakness right now for Gambit. I think the only weakness that they can present is running into a high ground area without all of their heroes ready. And that entire fight, PA was just off farming, watching from a distance, tipping his Tidehunter, and a 4k lead. It showed Spider Pigs they weren't really able to gain much from that. Sure, they do kill Tide and Undying, but the amount of time they took to eventually kill the Watermelon, they at best will get a tier 1 tower. Still, it does show that Gambit, they aren't playing at like 110% discipline, right? They are trying to force a couple of things out from Spider Pigs, and they are allowing themselves to go to fights 4v5, and that could be where Spider Pigs, they find the necessary kills to at least keep the game even enough that's expected in fights and fun.
Malik has been clipped. Oh, well, TP, no nothing. He can't get out. Pops the GG tree.
Yeah, you can't push yourself off the cliff with GG trees unless you have like 6+, I think. Yeah,
3.
We can keep watching if you'd like. I think it's 4. Yeah. Yeah, I just don't think it works.
You can't even see his face 5, anymore.
Yeah, see? Yeah, it doesn't respawn. You literally cannot make enough trees in time to pop yourself off the cliff.
Yeah, you can't get yourself out, but the funny thing is, he really looks like Homer Simpson from the hiding into the bushes.
The hair, the back hair on this Tidehunter is absolutely amazing. Oh, damn, he did it!
He did it! He's out! Tips,
finally!
Tips, there we go.
How many trees? 3, 5, 6?
And onto the fight! Right onto the hands of Noob. Gets the slow out. Loreno comes in for the snappity snap, and there we go. Noob is down. Beautiful, Malik. This guy is really deserving the screen time right now. Yeah, PA dueled up dead. Mitch, 30 dual damage now. LeBron getting jumped on by Loreno mid, and it's going to be a quick pick off. Malik gets this one.
Sad tidings.
I don't know. I can't help but say, but Malik really deserves the screen time right now.
Yeah, dude. Gamer. Look at that. Look. This man is he is
on fire right now.
Gaming.
Here goes the soulbind. Ravage comes out. Beautiful 4-max done. Mitch is taken down. Loreno, if you're going to watch for your KDA statistics, don't die right now. As they're taking down the Batrider. Noob, he just respawn, he's dead again. Gambit.
I love how this entire game, it just, the last like minute or two, it's kind of become like a meme thing, right? Where the tide just was cliffed. He then planted about 15 trees and then eventually found the one perfect tree to knock him off. He gets a mid kill. PE then dies top. And then, of course, the perfect body block with the iron tree, that was just an absolute treat to see. But
yeah, you could see
Gambit, like, they're
one
not scared, right? They're not scared of anything. And you have to give props to Spider Pigzs. They are finding the necessary pickoffs onto a PA. The issue is, it's not stopping her from farming, right? Like, sure, she dies for 30-40 seconds, but she already has that Battle Fury. If these are pickoffs pre-Battle Fury, you might see the game be a little bit better, but killing her when she has the Fury, it feels okay, but it's not like, you know, game-winning. Spider Pigzs, they are in it for the long haul. They're trying to survive. Already 7k down. This is looking pretty rough for the Pigs.
Very rejuvenated Gambit on the field right now. You can feel it. You can see
Radiant
it. Spider
are
picks up a medallion of courage as well. So if Gambit feel like taking Roche, that could go down pretty quickly too. A lot of minus armor to work around with.
Invisibility.
PA damage output too, with a Desolator by the looks of it. Desolator is coming with an Imp Claw as well. PA has the potential of maybe even one-shotting a support with the help of Tidehunter. This early even. It's not completely out of the woods.
So what you're going to be seeing now from Gambit is they'll be posturing aggressively to force Spider Pigzs into just 1/4 of the map, make it feel quite starved. When the PA gets Deso, they might just force Roshan direct,
Radiant's
utilising that
bottom tower is
Vlad's
under
medallion,
attack.
or they'll look for a fight.
Mitch is close to not getting the Blink duel off onto Lorenov, who is 200 gold short from
Dire's
a
top tower is under
Bloodstone.
attack.
That would have been a painful death. This time, Spider Pigzs can't find anybody in bottom, meanwhile Gambit pushing a tier 2 in top.
The thing is that, like, when you mention all the storm in mid, like, where's the lockdown coming in to pressure that storm? Right now you have the Blink Jewel from Legions, that is going to be very good. The issue is, where's that extra little bit of something? And I think when Legion has Blade Mail, this game will kind of turn itself, I think, maybe towards Spider Pigzs. If the PA is out of position, she can easily kill herself. The Storm, if you pair that over Horn, suddenly the Storm's dead to the Blink Jewel. And that's where Spider Pigzs, they just need to give away the map. They need to let Gambit just have what they want. When they get Blink Blade Mail, then they can look for a fight. Because unfortunately, they missed the opportunity to utilise this Batrider early on. And now it's just hardcore recovery mode. But they have broken into that bottom side of the map. They at least are farming at least half for half, but they are controlling the side of the map, which isn't Roshan.
Lovely vision.
Yeah. Look at Nuka, he's being very obnoxious, just trying to steal bounty runes and be there, but yeah, it's not really amounting to anything. And a cheeky tip from Lorenov. You can see the idea from Nuka, right? It's about to turn 20 minutes, but yeah, it's just a death.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's about to turn 20 minutes. He didn't take a single bounty. He loses his life.
Yeah.
He then gets a courier kill.
That's probably
the
Roshan.
bounties for Gambit.
Yeah, Deso's coming out on courier. There we go.
This
Alright. Questionable maybe in that case, but Deso with that. No, I mean, Roche is already falling super fast right now. Medallion Gush -6 on Roche right now. Spider Pigzs gonna have to observe. They don't have any vision in the area, but they probably know what Gambit are up to. The first Roche kill Aegis picked up for the PA. We have the Bloodstone up on Storm Spirit. Gambit looking scary strong. Blink also for Titan, 30 gold.
Yeah, I would be very worried if I was a Spider Pigzs fan. If you look at the Spectre, she does have Mantle Blade Mail. Again, it's just one of those things where, to me, the story of the last two games has just been the first Aegis. The ability to contest it and to mitigate that early map control that you get when you obtain the first Aegis. Unfortunately for Spider Pigzs, they didn't have that. So the next fight they have needs to be either you have to wait out 5 minutes and hope Gambit don't try and pressure for high ground and then utilise the fight after, or B, bait out a Ravage and then try and take the fight without that big team fight that Gambit possesses.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's
Must be really
middle
painful
tower
as well for
has
Spider
fallen.
Pigzs. If you think about Noob on Batrider, doesn't have a Blink Dagger, you're going up against the Storm, a PA can jump around, you've got lifts and tombstones and stuff that just slowed you down, and Lorenov is being the aggressor onto this Batrider, and he's
Under
gone.
attack.
Unfortunately, Batrider is probably one of the worst heroes to juke in the trees with because your Firefly, coincidentally, does kill
Radiant's
trees.
bottom tower has
Unfortunate for
fallen.
Noon. He is very close to the BKB,
Dire's
the
top
300
tower
gold.
is
That
under
will be
attack.
a good timing for him. But unfortunately, this death once again offsets his ability to get that. And Gambit identified this and
Radiant's
just go, you know what?
bottom tower is
We
under
killed Noon
attack.
once, we got Aegis. We killed Noon
Dire's
twice,
top
we
tower
pressure
is
Hydra.
under attack.
But the blade mill is complete from the Legion.
Alright, well, this has to pay off.
It has to.
It's a really, it feels like a
Dire's
do-or-die
top
moment
barracks
already
are under
for
attack.
Spider Pigs. Here we go, Inkswell comes out with the blade mail onto half HP right now. Ravage from Malik connecting on all of the Spider Pigs heroes. Mitch is down. Here comes the RP over LeBron. Where's your damage? Do you have enough of it? Thug is trying his best. TNG down. LeBron is down as well. The lasso will be enough for the Storm Spirit kill. Ina's still surviving. Noob is down. Triple kill for Xani. Thug, he versus Malik. Like we saw what happened last time. You could have killed this guy. Won't happen again. Ultra kill for Xani. LeBron driven away. Can they get the rampage? John Xani, you won't make Xani rampage. And 23 minutes in. GG, well played. Gambit, top 3 secured.
A truly impressive game, both on draft but also the execution. I think just the ability for Gambit to play around the fact that they have these unkillable lanes, but also the pressure. And I think when you look at Division 1, you look at Division 2, you can see these players, they have the mechanical skill to execute these fights. It's just where they're playing on the map and why. And for Gambit in this game especially, they really just